Stop pretending like you're rich, Povo Chloe. I will take the 20% discount. Ooh, the e-girls are falling apart. Do it, Michelle. Do it. Hey. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the next step. And today we are going to be jumping straight in to the action. I know. Let's go.
My dad couldn't take me to dance today, so I decided to take the bus.
No, I'm just joking, guys. We're going to do a little bit of an intro. I am having a fabulous time watching the next step. Obviously, is it a good show? It's all right, but the drama, the bad acting at times, it's just campy, it's funny, it's got its moments of pure genius, and then it's got its moments of pure dreadfulness. But I am still enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. So, without much further ado, we're going to jump in to episode 11, I think we're on now. God, honestly, how have I done 11 of these episodes already? My goodness. But anyway, let's crack on.
My dad couldn't take me to dance today, so I decided to take the bus.
Imagine being poor enough to not have butlers to take you. Oh, honestly, how unprivileged are you, Michelle? Honestly. Next, you'll be telling me that you're in the same street as Povo Chloe. Honestly, what are you like? Dad can't take you to dance, so you have to get a bus. Oh my god, how heartbreaking. Get on that bus like a normal person. Some of us have to take public transport everywhere. I'm joking, I do have a car. But sometimes I do have to get a bus. And it is the most unpleasant ride having to go with the peasants. But sometimes you just have to slum it, you know.
I have a part-time job, just taking a few shifts here and there because I pay for dance. When I see Michelle get on the bus, I'm really nervous because I don't want her to see me in my uniform.
She's gonna be like, hey, yo, Chloe, what's that uniform about? What are you doing? Are you working at McDonald's? No way. Seriously? That's crazy. What do you need money for? Your dad's a jobless fuck. Oh, no, Chloe. No, the rumours are true. You are Povo.
Chloe? Chloe?
Who's Chloe? Who's that? I don't know any Chloe. Do you know a Chloe? I don't know a Chloe. I'm just gonna read my book and pretend I'm not here.
Chloe's here too. What a weird coincidence. And she's wearing some really weird costume.
It's called a uniform, you jobless idiot. Like, come on. How old? Oh, no, she's meant to be like 13. Fair enough. I didn't get my first job until I was 16. So, do you know what? I'll let you off, Michelle. I'll let you off for not knowing what a work uniform is. One day, if you're going to be a dancer for the rest of your life, you're going to have to get a job. Most likely as a barista, because that's apparently the only job that creatives can get nowadays.
I have a job. Fine. Well, you know, a trip is really expensive, and the only way I can afford to be part of it is if I have a job. That's cool.
First of all, the judgmental, why? Why do you have a job? Ew. I'm sorry if I want my own money and I don't want to have to live off of daddy's bank account. I'm sorry that I want to have my own spendings, to be able to go out and enjoy myself without having to beg my parents for money. Oh, heaven forbid I have a job. Honestly, Michelle, maybe you should think about that.
Let's just keep it our little secret. As long as you give me half your tips, then okay.
What a sneaky bitch. As long as you give me half of your tips. I'd be like, no. No, not a chance. Also, tipping culture. Okay, let's have a serious conversation about this. It's out of control, guys. It's out of control. I've been seeing places in America where, like, they are like, yeah, 30%. Huh? No. You get 10%. That's customary in the UK. You get 10% just because we're nice. You don't tip everywhere in the UK. It's mental to me when Americans are like, you guys don't tip? I'm like, yeah, because we have good wages for our workers. Maybe not good, but we have like enough wages that they're not having to rely on tips. And most of the time, the tips don't go to a specific person. They'll go to the team, and the tips for the day will be spread out across everybody. So sometimes people are like, well, I'm not leaving a tip because I don't want that person to get it. So, yeah, tipping culture in the UK, very, very different to the US. It actually scares me in the US because it's almost like you absolutely have to. I've also seen self-checkouts where they ask for a tip, and I'm like, who am I tipping? Myself? Me? I'm getting a discount, 20% discount. I'll take it. I will take the 20% discount. And then it adds it onto my bill, and I'm sitting there thinking, who is this money going to? I've self-checkouted.
Of course I'm kidding. I would never say something like that.
Okay, she was just kidding. I went on that whole rant about workers and tips for nothing. I partied so hard that the episode stopped. The episode went, you okay? You having a little bit of a moment?
Just want to remind you that checks are due for costumes at the end of this week. The dancers, as part of A Troop, have to pay for their own costumes for regionals.
Is that because you spent the costume budget on booze? What have I told you? What have I told you, Kate? Okay. You can get cheaper alcohol if you smuggle it in across the border. Honestly. You don't have to pay the tariffs that way.
I know that she can't afford it. My dad lost his job a few months ago, so now it's my responsibility. If I want to dance, I have to pay for it.
Honestly, we know your dad's lost his job. You've only mentioned it 101,000 times. It's quite literally your only personality trait is that your dad is a jobless hoe bag, okay? So maybe he needs to be getting himself a job, okay? If he lost himself a job, get a new one. It's that easy. Obviously it's not. But for the purposes of this joke, it's easy.
Hey, Emily. Your shoe's untied.
All right, James, can you...
He is just such a beta male, isn't he? He's just such a little like, oh, Emily, let me tie your shoelaces for you. Ooh, let me do this. Ooh, Emily, please love me.
You cuck. You're the cuck snowflake!
At what point is he going to understand that that is actually anti what she probably wants from a guy? She probably wants a guy to be a little bit more assertive, to be a little bit more charming. He is just a little bit too awkward for her, and I don't think he fully understands that yet. It's a shame because Donnie's not even that unattractive. It's just his personality is a little bit jarring sometimes.
If I do something like tying her shoe, I thought maybe she would think that was really romantic.
I thought tying her shoe would be very romantic. In what world? Whose handbook have you been reading out of? Because I don't know where you've been getting that from, but I don't think that's very romantic in the slightest. I think that's actually quite patronising. No, actually, it's not patronising. It's just weird. But maybe I'm doing it all wrong. Maybe that's why I'm single. I need to start tying random girls' shoelaces. Not together, just in general.
5, 6, 7, go.
It's so jarring because her counting was not on time with the beat. And that really made me uncomfortable. You know when someone doesn't count to the beat and it's like, what are we doing here? Like, actually, what are we doing here?
Tiff, can you show her the timing on your backline part, please?
Everyone else knows the moves. Why don't you know the moves? There's no excuse at this point.
Everyone's so cruel. Everyone's so mean. Povo Chloe's going through a tough time, guys. We gotta be nice to her. We gotta be kind. The poor deserve rights too, okay?
I know that she's struggling, and I saw the way that she was dancing in class. Like, that's not her at all. You should maybe think about going back to B Trip if this is too much for you.
Maybe if this is too much of a financial burden for you, you should relegate yourself to the delinquents, you know, the other poor peasants. Because only rich people can be in this class. So stop pretending like you're rich, Povo Chloe. I feel like this whole storyline is very adult for like a kids TV show. Like, it actually is very sad to watch her struggling with financial issues. I mean, we've also got Kate's alcoholism, and obviously Stephanie's on the verge of a schizophrenic break. But like, honestly, it's interesting to see how they deal with these kind of real life issues on a show like this. And I think they're handling it pretty well, because they're making her out to be quite sympathetic and everyone else out to be assholes. So I feel like they're doing their job correctly.
When I overhear Michelle talking to Chloe and telling her she's gonna help her out, I have my mind now set on making her dance captain. We really need to reapproach her.
Thank you.
I completely forget. I always forget that Riley and Emily are sisters, and that Riley is secretly plotting the downfall of her own sister by putting up her nemesis as the dance captain. Honestly, guys, the plot of this show, intricate plot, and I'm loving it. I'm having an absolute blast, guys. I'm having an absolutely fabulous time.
West and I are at the studio after hours because we're working on our solo audition piece.
And you're telling me that these two are not secretly shagging? I'm sorry, but there is so much sexual tension between them. The way Daniel was looking at him like... It was giving, I've seen you naked. That's all I'm saying.
That's good.
Yeah, nice. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you want that solo, you know you're gonna have to work hard, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I got magic feet.
No, no. Refrain from the joke. No, no. Come on. No, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. He's got magic cover stuff too. Ooh, okay, that felt good to get out. That felt good to get out. Woo!
All right, well, I'm gonna head home, so you want to ride?
No, that's okay.
No.
I'm gonna practice.
All right, cool.
I mean, Daniel turning down a ride from West. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But how can you watch this show and not feel like there is no tension between these two? Absolutely none. Are you joking? Yeah, okay. You're lying to me. You're absolutely lying to me. It is giving Chad and Ryan. I don't dance. Hit it out of the park. Not a chance. I know you can. Not a chance. Oh, I can do this and you can do that, but I don't dance. See? It's literally High School Musical.
Why don't you just tell Emily about your situation? Are you kidding me? I can't tell Emily what I'm doing.
What was with the crash zoom there? They literally just went, can't do that. Like, come on. No. What was with the... No. I'm sorry. I don't need Chloe's entire face filling the screen. I don't. Why? What was the... Why? Why are we crash zooming here?
Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Michelle.
Fancy seeing you here. Oh, my goodness.
Flashback.
James. Is that Michelle in there? Is that Michelle? Okay, we gotta go in there and we gotta pretend like we're just getting juice and then turn around and go, hey. Yeah, Riley, I think that's a great idea. I think that is a really, really good idea. By the way, your hair looks nice. Oh, thank you, James. And scene. See? Actor.
Guys, I'm just trying to be kind. Kindness is a great skill to have as a dance captain.
I really don't want to be dance captain, and they have to understand that.
They are laying it on thick. Like that, you know when you put your knife into the peanut butter and you take out a big glob and you go, yeah, then you spread it on thick. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. Except the peanut butter is words.
Come on, you know you're the right choice.
You'd be perfect for it.
Perfect.
You have to replace her now before things get worse.
No.
Can you please consider it?
Don't make me whip my Glock out. Do it, Michelle. Do it.
Alden, could you put my bag in my cubby?
Yeah, after you.
Thanks.
See, Emily's at the stage where she's worked out, I have my own personal servant now. This is actually rather helpful, you know. Like, Eldon, can you do my tax returns for me, please? Honestly, I need an Eldon, because I don't understand tax returns.
West is one of the craziest, most unique dancers I've probably ever seen. He's super lacking in technique, but he makes up with it with his heart.
What a fucked thing to say! He is absolutely diabolically bad at dance. But he's got a good heart, I guess. Wow. God, I told you guys. The gin makes her mean. Honestly, we need to get her on the vodka. Because she might be a little bit nicer on that.
He's so incredibly technically strong. But the main thing he needs to work on is just a bit more heart.
So you're telling me that if you put West and Daniel together, they would have both heart and technique. See, this was a missed opportunity for a storyline. This was a missed opportunity to explore a very interesting storyline between West and Daniel. And I'm disappointed with you the next step. Okay? I'm disappointed with you. Ooh.
I just landed badly on my ankle, but I'm just gonna walk it off and hope for the best. I hope it's not too serious.
Ooh, yeah, when you land on your ankle badly, horror. Absolute horror. Like, it actually is the worst feeling in the world. I do not envy this man in the slightest, because a busted ankle is, it's pain unlike any other.
Chloe being late again is disgraceful. I don't know how she wasn't B-Troop, but this isn't gonna fly for much longer.
Emily actually just is a nightmare person to work with. Absolutely Oh, God. She's the kind of person that everyone bitches about behind their back. Honestly. And honestly, I have to say this, guys. If you're not bitching about somebody that you're in a group with, you're the one being bitched about. That's all I'm saying.
Hello? Hey, Chloe. Look, you have to hurry up because Emily's catching on to you. This is just so unfair. I love dance.
I'm working at McDonald's. I'm sorry. I know I have to get a Big Mac ready. I'm sorry, Michelle. It's really hard here. I know there's 2 gherkins in there. I will be there as soon as possible. Will you shut up?
Okay, my shift finishes in 15 minutes. I can probably get there in an hour. She'll be here any minute.
She said she'd be there in an hour and you said any minute. You've already come up with the excuse that she was at a doctor's appointment. Just be like, she's on her way. She's going to be here within half an hour, 45, hopefully.
The dancer is going to be Daniel.
Yay! I'm glad that Daniel's getting the solo. I think we need to see this man dance just a little bit more because he is iconic and he is entertaining. I haven't really got anything funny to say, I'll be 100% honest, so here we are, I guess. My old friend. Yeah. Let's just run up the time a little bit more. Trying to get this video to about 20 minutes, so, you know, we'll just sit here and chat for a little bit in silence. No, I think we'll just sit here in silence for a little bit. Yeah. How's your day going? You doing good? I'm doing good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get on with the video. I can't be bothered with this.
Stop wasting time!
Although I don't have any magic in my feet. So even if he had a little bit of magic in his feet, they would still be more magical than mine.
I'm starting to believe that feet is a euphemism for something because he's mentioning feet just a little bit too much. Unless he has a fetish. That could explain it, to be fair. That would make sense, actually. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's all starting to add up. Wow, wow, wow. Look what the cat dragged in. Where have you been, Povo Chloe? Doctor's appointment, my ass. Okay. Get in here and explain yourself, please.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but this is A Troop. Miss Kate wouldn't have put me here if she didn't think I could do it. She wouldn't have put you here either. She knew you were going to be so late.
Well, there's dissension in the ranks. Ooh, the egos are falling apart. The first to fall is Chloe. Povo Chloe. She realised the elite is not for me. Let me join the rebellion. This is literally the Hunger Games. This is literally every single dystopian drama. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Does that mean that Emily's Darth Vader? Oh. Does that make Riley Luke Skywalker? There's so many levels to this.
I deserve to be here. Really? Yeah, I think you deserve to be in B Troop.
And I think you should be quiet, Emily. I think you should be... I've run out of B puns. That didn't really go very well, did it? I really thought I had more room than that. Buzz off.
She missed the auditions. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not just the auditions, Michelle. She comes late. She leaves early. She's not dedicated. This is A Troop.
Emily is just such a word that I do not want to be saying on this channel. Awful, awful, awful person. Honestly. There's no, like, they're going to have to do a very good job of redeeming this girl. Because every single episode, it's like, okay, Emily can't get any worse, surely. But now she's having to go at Povo Chloe. Yeah, you're taking the absolute mick.
Do you know what's going on in her life?
No, do you? Because if you do, how about you tell everyone?
Michelle is currently facing a telltale decision here. Do I break Chloe's confidence and tell everybody? Or do I look stupid in front of everyone and just stay quiet and keep Chloe's trust? Honestly, I personally don't understand why she's so embarrassed about having a job. I think it's because when I was her age, most people, like at 16 in the UK, like most people at least, get a job. They start working. I started tutoring maths and English. Other people started working in restaurants, busing, or waiting, or things like that. Most people, retail, or coffee shops, things like that. I don't feel like it is it should be shameful. And I actually think that this show is doing a very bad job of showing that. Do you know what I mean? They're treating it as a secret that needs to be kept, when really, like, if you want to get a job, it's good practice. It's actually really, really good for you to get your first job at 16 rather than waiting until, I don't know, 18, 21 when you finish university or things like that. It's important to get that work discipline and understand a work-life balance early on in life rather than having to struggle to deal with it later on. So, personally, I feel like more attention needs to be taken to that. And Chloe, you shouldn't be so ashamed of yourself, okay? You should be ashamed of your brother doing coke and your dad being a jobless fuck, but not the fact that you got a job.
I'm sitting here and I'm icing my foot, and it turns out my injury is worse than I thought it was. But I can't let anyone know, or else I'll get pulled out of the solo.
Is anybody else really jarred out by the fact that he's tanned and not tanned, and it looks like two completely different people? Like, what's going on here? What's happening? Because in one shot, he's looking very, very tanned, and then when he's in his confessionals, he's pale as Casper. Like, literally, the friendly ghost is sitting in front of me.
Michelle left the studio.
Okay, but we still don't know that for sure.
She picked up her bags and left. If she left, our whole plan has gone to shreds.
Oh,
Then it's done.
something's telling me that she's not left because she's right there, James. She's right there. She's literally walking up to you right now. She was actually stood outside the juice bar with her binoculars, same as you were earlier, going, okay, they are in there, perfect. Time to enact the plan. I will be dance captain after all.
Do you still want me to be dance captain?
Yes! The plan is falling into place. I feel deliciously evil right now. This is incredible. I'm here for this. Honestly, I'm here for this. I am here for all of this drama and all of this excitement and joy. Oh, I'm excited for this arc. Okay, well, thank you guys very, very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Make sure you tune into the next video, because some of y'all, you're not watching all of the videos. You're dipping in and out. You've got to watch the whole story. Come on. You have to. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now. See ya.